never thought the day I'll see Darth Karen versus obese one Kenobi.
Elizabeth, you're so emotional. Like, slow down. Wait. This guy. Buddy, if you want to impress my girl with a vehicle, it's gonna have to be a food truck.
Every woman at this table, or I know like at least 99% of the women I know in my life have been a victim to a man in some form, whether it was sexually or physically.
But I don't believe it. So here's the thing, right? Like, I don't actually believe
100%
that this
of
is
women
so.
have been-
What I think happens instead, and the stats bear this out as well, is that things which women would consider to be SA, men just simply do not. So for instance, unwarranted touching by women towards men just disregard it, whereas women will often freak out about it. And by the way, I also have the Cardinal Wilson rule. If there was no police report, I don't believe you. That's my actual rule. If there was no police report, the chances that it actually happened in a significant way are not true.
When you're programmed to be a victim, victimhood becomes your go-to default setting. And this is the same type of woman that claims glancing their way at the gym is considered assault, and it's gotten way out of hand.
The pick-me men have got to get out of the apartment gyms. I was just in the apartment gym and I was doing my thing, okay? I was 25 minutes into my lift. You know, I was doing like little baby curls, and I was even going for like the lateral lunge, which I'm not that confident in. 3 men walk in, like kind of like 25. And I'm like, don't we know that the apartment gyms are for the girls?
She said she too young, don't want no man. So she gon' call her friend.
Literally impossible not to see. This girl is so fat. When she got on the scale said, "Ma'am, we need your weight, not your phone number." Shit, I'll be looking and staring at her too, just praying, please don't eat my family.
If we say our body count is 3 or 4, we're lying. I know way too many girls who have told their current boyfriend, whoever they're talking to, that their body count is 3 or 4 because it's like the sweet spot. It's the golden number. If she says that, she's lying.
3 or 4 also defines she is a 304.
2 months into me having my OnlyFans account, I had this subscriber almost since the beginning. He had spent around 2,000 Australian dollars, bought every single thing that I sent him. An account with the same username had viewed my TikTok profile and it said "from your contacts." And my heart just sank into my stomach. I went through all of the contacts in my phone. It has to be my stepdad.
Wow.
So I went out on a limb and messaged the account on OnlyFans and I said, "I know who this is." And he responded saying, "Who? ? Babe, you don't know." And I then hit back pretty quickly and I said, "You need to tell her before my sister and I do." And with
Her being your mum?
Yeah, being my mum. And within 2 minutes, I got a text message from my stepdad saying, "Tay, you're free to talk."
She sells it, he buys it. They are exactly the same. Her shock factor demonstrates her hypocrisy. And not only was her stepdad watching, everyone else's stepdad was too.
Rather a guy last 30 seconds or 1 hour. I actually rather a guy last 30 seconds because I think it's like the biggest compliment ever.
I think it's time to shine. I've been waiting so.
What's your body count?
Well, I'm a porn star, so probably like 160, 154.
This is the exact reason why it's so important to have a father present in a child's life.
One of the many reasons why we need fathers.
This lovely lady is my 10-year-old daughter, who has, for the second time this school year, been kicked off the school bus due to bullying another student. Let me make this extremely clear. Bullying is unacceptable, especially in my household. Friday, when my daughter brought home her paperwork for her bus suspension, she said, "Daddy, you're gonna have to take me to school next week." As you see this morning, she is learning otherwise. A lot of children today feel that the things their parents do for them is a right and not a privilege. So today, my beautiful daughter is going to walk 5 miles to school in 36-degree weather. I know a lot of you parents are not going to agree with this, but that is alright, because I'm doing what I feel is right to teach my daughter a lesson and to stop her from bullying.
This is a father who loves his daughter enough to discipline her so she can learn from her mistakes. Good on the father for taking on the task, because if you don't discipline your child, the world will.
You think you can just throw that ass in a circle and I'm just supposed to be impressed? Throw that ass in a rhombus.
What if I threw this ass in a decahedron? Then what you gonna do?
Get the rocks.
Yeah.
Abdul?
Yeah, get the rocks.
Get the rocks.
I think it's probably one of
No guy has ever bought me flowers.
That's because you're a loser. You're not worth flowers.
I'm worth a burger, aren't I?
You've been bought a burger.
Should I actually cry? Oh my god, it's so cute.
How much was the burger?
£5.50 meal.
550 pence, right? You're worth a lot.
Because her head count is probably 550. Don't let those tears fool you.
He needs to have a good penis.
Okay. Good
Big.
penis meaning knowing how to have sex? Knowing how to have good penis meaning good
Also,
good
being
penis.
good for
okay,
sex,
being a good
yeah.
lover
Yes,
for you.
exactly.
Okay, that's the next thing.
Yes.
So what if he's not? Do you teach him if you really like him or
No, it's like if he didn't fuck me well, next. Okay, it's because I'm in general all my life I have never been attached emotionally to
Right.
guys, so it's just sex and I want another one. If it's a really good sex, I can repeat like 2 or 3 times and then I go to another one.
You're a savage. Jesus Christ. Have you been in love before?
Yes, I told you I was married.
But what? So how come that person you didn't get tired of his penis? That person, how come you didn't get tired of his penis?
Because it was planned to go for a shooting in Dubai. And the week I stayed with him, I stayed in Dubai, he stayed with me. After that, we went to Maldives and we
He had money?
Yes.
So he bought you, he took you traveling and all that? You like that, huh?
Yes.
But now you get your own money. So what can a man do for you now?
It's like I'm independent from all that a man can offer.
If you guys know a girl who has slept around and has collected more bodies than Genghis Khan, just know that she has these characteristics. Jordan Peterson, take it away.
Short-term, one-night stand, sequential relationship types. Okay, who are they? Psychopathic, narcissistic, Machiavellian, and sadistic.
All one-night stand people?
The definition of a psychopath is someone who uses someone for short-term gratification. Okay, so it's definitional, right? So, and then you might say, well, I'm not like that, I just like sex. It's like, yeah, but if you practice that for 5 years, you're not going to become what you practice.
That's what I'll say. I think probably the most valuable virtue that a man can have is discipline. If we had men in this society disciplined, there would be no more porn. There would be no more OnlyFans. Who would be jerking off to it? No one would.
Is porn a bad thing?
Very bad. Absolutely bad. Terrible.
Shots fired.
Super bad.
They've done studies on the effect that porn has on both men and women, and if we're just talking about men, the studies have shown that it has all around negative effects on men, not only in their relationships, but also in their productivity and their energy levels and desire to achieve more for their lives. There's a direct correlation for how much men are consuming porn and how stagnant their life is. And because of the dopamine increase that they get when they watch porn, it makes it harder to get that dopamine in other places. So they'll feel less satisfied in their work, they'll feel less satisfied in their partner, less attracted to their partner in real life.
Every time you guys feel like doing this,
I've jerked off everywhere. I have found a way. Like this time you're sitting there, you're like, you know what? I got 10 minutes. Right? Or you never whacked off when you're in the trailer for your factor.
Oh, I whacked off.
Fuck yeah.
You ever whack off driving?
Fuck yeah.
Have you really?
Yeah, fuck yeah. You look for an old McDonald's bag, you wipe that fucking sperm on it,
Like,
throw it
how
in
do
the
you-
back seat,
how
that
do you not
thing
get in an
turns green
accident?
in 3 fucking days.
I only whacked off once while driving. After I jerked off while I was driving, I was like, great. Now I jerk off in the car too. I was thinking I was going to do this all the time. And I, for whatever reason, I only did it once. It was when I was driving limos. I just lifted up my shirt, shot one all over my stomach, put the shirt down, patted it down,
Like a
went about my
soldier,
merry way.
ladies.
every time you guys open up the hub and about to squeeze one off, just remember this.
The moment a man is okay with or without sex, he can take it or leave it, but you can't manipulate him through sex. He's a powerful man. Women respect that. But when a woman knows she can manipulate him through sex, she can no longer respect him. And he can't make good judgments. His penis will decide who he falls in love with. So if you can remove pornography from a man's world as soon as possible and as early as possible, the better it is.
You guys really like it when I add conspiracy theories at the end of the clip. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the conspiracy theory of the day.
No, I seriously think about this every single day, and I'm sorry if I sound stupid. If somebody has $500 and they've already paid taxes on it, and they give it to me, so now just because it goes from them to me, I also have to pay taxes on it, even though they just did. And then not only that, but anytime I spend one of those $500, I'm going to also pay another tax fee on whatever item I'm buying. And then whoever I bought the item from will have to pay taxes on the money they just earned from what I bought. So every single dollar...
That's right.
Just forget it.
Good for you. Just 100 years ago, we would go to war for a government to tax us. Today we say, yes, sir. Here's my tax money on everything. We don't question it anymore. Keep questioning. Whoever this girl is, keep questioning. I like the direction you're going.
It's called tax slavery.
Billion people
are being controlled by 100 families.
Who are these families?
These are the elite oligarchs that control the planet. They literally run us. They tell us what to do, hear, see, smell, taste, touch, feel, where we can go, where we can't go. They're running us. The governments are put in place to work for the people, but they got it flipped and they got us working for them.
Right.
And telling us what they're going to do to us if we don't listen to them. That's the opposite of what it's supposed to be. The reason why the world it is today, why we have this boot on our neck, it's because of us. We're the problem. They're sharks. A shark smells blood, a shark attacks.
Right.
A shark is going to be a shark. How come we as 8 billion people haven't stopped falling for these divide and conquer tactics and stopped fighting each other over the scraps and realize who the real enemy is? While we're fighting each other, they're just cutting up the pie and laughing at us. Left wing, right wing, all the same bird. There's no such thing as a Democrat or Republican. The only thing that does exist, like I say, is a group of elite oligarchs that torture men, women, and children worldwide. That exists. Democrat and Republican doesn't exist.
Did you guys catch that? Let me repeat it. While we're fighting each other, they are just cutting up the pie, laughing at us. That is the realest thing I've heard today. This is why I tell you guys, we need to stop hating each other and blaming each other for our problems. We need to reunite, come together, because ladies and gentlemen, there is a bigger battle that we need to fight. Now on that note, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
They also studied the way gay and straight people talk.
Hey, what up, y'all? I drive a Dodge Charger Hellcat.
Sounds straight to me.
And is straight.
Hello, I drive a Tesla Model 3.
Gay.